1-800-449-8255, the fabulous, incredible, distinctive Clark the Shark show from the golden EIB sharkerphone. Come on, baby, where it's never a microphone. It's a gold, not gold plated, you guys, solid gold microphone that Dick Clark would speak into on like American Bandstand. Well, Shark is kind of a dick, so, you know, you can call me Dick Clark if you want. 1-800-449-8255, Sharkadoodle-doo, right here on KSFO, San Francisco, you guys. It's 12 p.m. on Tuesday, September 19th. And, you guys, I'm no longer the Sharkadoodle-doo show on YouTube. I'm now KSFO Sharky. And all the topics are on the table, you guys. 6 topics. I just, you know, it's the Sharky show. And I just, you know, I'm like, topic number 1, who builds UFOs? 2, why are people for high taxes always evil? 3, North Korea. Well, those 2 and 3 are related, you guys, kind of. 1-800-449-8255, a Sharkadoodle-doo show. 4, abortion. 5, Larry David and Seinfeld. 6, why are Democrat mobs not investigated and seemingly accepted as good while GOP mobs are always bad? You know, like me, Clark the Shark, I'm a one-man mob right here at 1-800-449-8255, a Sharkadoodle-doo show. Clark the Shark show from the golden EIB sharkerphone. Excellence in shark casting. It's not broadcasting, you guys. It's shark casting from a golden microphone. Oh, dude, why did I say microphone? You know what I mean. Sharkerphone, not a microphone. But topic 1, who builds UFOs? I'm wondering, you guys, I just had a terrifying dream last night. I had a dream. Okay, you know how I told you guys I flipped my sleep around? And now I'm like, you know, doing a little better with my sleep. Because usually I sleep in the day like a vampire, you know, me, Sharkadoodle-doo. But lately, at least the last 2 days, I've been going to sleep at like, I don't know, 6 o'clock p.m. or, you know, like 7 p.m. at night, and then waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning in the dark and just drinking black coffee to wake up, trying to force myself. You know, Sharky's a vampire. I got to give myself some daytime at 1-800-449-8255. But I woke up from one of the scariest dreams, you guys. I had a dream last night that I just woke up, walked outside, and it was a beautiful day. It was like 10 in the morning, a beautiful blue sky. And it's not like that today, you guys. It's all overcast and cold here out there. But anyway, in this dream, I walked outside, and the whole entire sky was filled with UFOs. And I'll never forget this, you guys. When I was sort of looking up at the skies, all the UFOs were stationary. They weren't moving. And I was looking at this, like, really peeling my eyes, like, you know, intently looking up at the sky, looking for any movement. But every one of these UFOs was just stationary in position in the sky. And there were little dots, like little silver ants, all over the skies. It's kind of like the movie Independence Day. Remember with Will Smith, the mothership was just hanging over the city, how scary that was. Well, this dream I had last night was, I guarantee you guys, it was like a million times scarier, because I thought this was real. When I was just like out in the front yard looking up at the sky, and it was absolutely terrifying. And when I look back at this now, it's just silly. It's like retarded. It's so dumb. Like, it seems like such a typical dream like people have. Like, you look up, you see a bunch of UFOs. But what was so scary was how these things were all hostile, and they weren't moving. They were just rigid. They were just still in the sky. And there were millions of them. And I said to my nephew in the dream, I said, Hagen, dude, come outside and check this out. Check out the sky. And he was in, like the living room, thought I was talking about, it's raining or there's lightning. And he came and looked and he's all, what the And I'm like, yeah, dude, check this out. We're being invaded. And, we look at this now and analyze this dream, and it looks so dumb. Like, people have dumbass dreams like this all the time. But to be standing in this dream like I was is terrifying, man. I can't even describe for you the fear that I had because I didn't know it was a dream. To me, Clark the Shark, this was real. And it was absolutely riveting, right down to the part where me and my nephew are like, well, dude, let's go inside and turn on the TV. And is this going on elsewhere? And when we turned on like CNN and Fox, it's going on all over the world. There's like 7, 8 different cameras in Paris, London, New York, Las Vegas, Tokyo, Moscow. I mean, the skies all over the whole entire earth were filled with UFOs. And when they looked at them up close, they were different UFOs from different worlds. Like, there were big ones, little ones. And then when you really looked carefully at them with the camera, some of them were like moving. You could see little bits of movement, like they were all about to attack or something. It was absolutely riveting, terrifying, you guys. And me, I don't really talk about my dreams much. I have them, I just forget them, or sometimes I write them down. But I was compelled to tell a couple of people. But it wasn't so much the dream, it was how scared I was in the dream. And then in the dream, the next day came, and all the UFOs were gone. And the sky was normal again. It was just blue, and, and we were like, well, there's our answer. There's UFOs, and, they're fucking with us. They don't like us, or they could have attacked us and killed us and wiped us out, with green lasers. And I even remember a thing in the dream where, like, some of them were attacking and flying away, or, you know how dreams kind of shift like that. But anyway, it was terrifying, man. It was so scary. It was like the movie Independence Day, but you were really in it. I was really there, you guys. And I'm not really a big believer in UFOs. I mean, I think I've seen a couple in my day. I know I saw one in San Pedro that I told people about, but it could have been a UFO, like a military drone or something. I don't know. Although it sure looked highly suspect what I saw. I saw that in, like, I think it was 1996. And I even remember it had like a little insignia, like a little logo on its belly, like it flew over. It was very terrifying, but not like this dream. I mean, this dream I had was absolutely frightening. And I don't know, I interpreted it like maybe God is, or like the Lord is coming back, or I don't know, but it was very scary. But I'm not talking about this dream, but I often think, who build on other planets, if there are UFOs, how do they, number one, why do they have so many lights on them? Whenever we do get a good view of a UFO, it appears to have like lights all over it. And I wonder, are the lights part of the propulsion, like the movement system? Or are they lights like we humans use so we can see? Or both? It's interesting. And also, there's that thing where the closest star or inhabitable thing, like the Hubble telescope has found, is like something like at least 6 or 10 light years away, where they think some life could be. I mean, it doesn't look likely, but they found like a local group of a star cluster where, there's this one habitable looking planet that orbits a star. It's kind of like Earth. Of course, they can't see the life on it, but see, even to travel from there would take 6 or 10 light years at the speed of light, dude. Imagine the work that would take for the UFO just to travel to visit Earth. And then they think most of the realistic ones are like 100 light years or 1,000 light years. It just like, why would these things travel at the speed of light and go to all that work just to come to Earth? And our Earth really isn't even that interesting or exciting, and their civilizations are far advanced beyond ours. Why would they come and visit us? Or it's just so strange. Or maybe it's God, all these crafts or spaceships or whatever they are is just the Lord checking up on us, or who knows what it is. But I always wonder, how would they build a UFO on another planet? Who builds them? Do they have like McDonnell Douglas or Hughes aircraft on their version of it on other planets or other galaxies? Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. And another thing I wonder, do UFOs and aliens have slavery? Do they have high rent? Do they have cheap labor? Do they have Martian guys making, minimum wage and working at like their version of McDonald's on other planets? I bet they do. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. And I'm wondering, the UFOs that do come to Earth, are those like the elite UFOs? And then if they're so elite, how do we humans shoot them down at like Roswell and capture them and stick them at Area 51? I mean, dude, these things just make you wonder. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, which brings me to topic number 2. Why are people for high taxes always evil? You always notice that the people who want high taxes, or they want to say, oh, we're going to do something for you, but it's going to cost blah, blah, X. But we're going to make all the rich people pay for it. I'm cool with that. Me, Clark the Shark, I'm actually kind of a socialist, economically, money-wise. I don't really care about taxes. I would give an organization that I am for all my money. I don't even care. 1-800-449-8255. Taxes or high taxes, or the only thing I don't like about it is the government kind of overreach where it makes government big, and then you got guys like Joe Biden or Clinton or Obama and people like that, or Pelosi, who really take advantage of it, and then they know how to sort of perpetuate it and galvanize it. I don't like that part of it. But seems like conservatives, Republicans, libertarians, pragmatics are always hopeful to cut taxes, or at least they pretend to be, or they seem to be. But then we find out later that they seem to be cool with high taxes too. Makes me wonder, like you hear about, Mitt Romney, like, let's cut taxes. And then later when taxes are up, he's like, well, you know what, Clark the Shark, I kind of like it now. I realize what the Democrats were trying to do back there in 2009. And now, yeah, I see it. It's good. And I'm like, no, it's not good, Mitt. It's actually not good. Obamacare is not good. It wasn't good in 2009. It wasn't good in 2013. It wasn't good in 2018. And it's not good now either. I mean, me, Clark the Shark, I stay the same. I stick to my principles right here from the golden EIB Sharkerphone. But, some people are like, well, Sharky, they mean well. They got good intent. And, I don't mean to say the road to hell is paved with good intentions or any of that. I'm just saying, like, why are people for high taxes always evil? Think about it. Roosevelt, evil. Truman, evil. Lyndon Johnson, evil. Clinton, evil. Clinton, or Carter. Clinton and Carter, to me, are the same person. Obama, Biden, like, it's always someone else paying for their shit is another principle I don't like. And then it seems like they're always trying to hook a certain class of people into dependency so that they depend on government. At 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. I know what I'm talking about here, and I'm sure most of you do too. But these people aren't insane. I'm asking, why are they always evil? Like someone that wants to raise someone else's capital from someone else, you know. It just seems like, dude, they're bad people or something. I mean, I want to think like they're good, or like, you know, they're like a charity, like UNICEF or the Red Cross, or like, you know, like the Peace Corps, the United Way, or, you know. But government, dude, whenever government gets involved with something, it always fucks it up. It makes it worse, like Obamacare, you name it, dude. Like the Great Society with LBJ, it always goes bad. You know, right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. You know, I don't want to think of any human being as evil, but like someone who wants to stick like black people on SSI and then get them to vote for Democrats is evil, dude. Or stick Mexicans and cheap labor, or enslave them and then get them to vote Democrat, or get people to join a union and vote Democrat, or just get people like, you know, get into this, you know, trade your dreams for a shitty job so you can vote Democrat. You know, when they say like your paycheck is, you know, the fucking shit you get for giving up on your dreams or whatever. That's Democrats, man. They just want you to be a robot and be evil, or so, like them, at 1-800-449-8255. And there are people on the right, like Mitt Romney, like Liz Cheney, like George W. Bush, that are kind of like this too. You know, and in some weird, twisted way, Trump might even be like this, and a lot of rich, wealthy Republicans in their own way. They're like, wink, wink. They're like this too. You know, you realize and you figure out, well, wait a minute. You know, they're no better than Barack Obama or Biden or Clinton or Carter or you know, Dick Gephardt or any of it. They're evil. 1-800-449-8255, the Clark the Shark Show. And topic number 3, North Korea. Dude, like imagine a planet, but it has cancer and it's burning out of control. And one day, you know, it's going to go bad. That's North Korea. 1-800-449-8255. It's like malignant melanoma. Like, you know, and there's nothing we can do. And they got nuclear weapons. Now, the thing Trump did was he went and tried to be buddies with them. Which is better, you know, than what Joe Biden is doing, which is no solution at all. And I wouldn't say Bush was exactly trying to be buddies with him or even pretending, you know, but at least Trump was smart enough to see, at least pretend or something. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. Topic number 4, abortion. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. It means something personal to me because I was the last of 8 births in 1965. So that's why I'm always like, dude, I can't be for that, because who knows, you know, if the Catholic faith had accepted that back in the 60s, I might not be here, or, you know, and people are like, Sharky, don't worry about it. Life, dead, live, dead, live. It's all the same. I'm like, no, well, maybe, I don't know. But that's my personal beef with that, you guys. And topic number 5, Larry David and Seinfeld. You know, the existentialists, like liberals, they're like, you know, but it's weird though. I kind of agree. You know, I can dig it. Sharky, you need to curb your enthusiasm a little bit. You know, Seinfeld kind of sums me up in each episode you watch at 1-800-449-8255. Clark the Shark Show. Why are Democrat mobs not investigated and seemingly accepted as good, while GOP mobs are always bad? So like when in 2020, before the election, leading up to it, there were mobs about, you know, I don't know. They said they were about George Floyd, but I mean, I saw Antifa mobs. I just saw mobs of them burning cities, burning 7-Elevens, burning, you know, Burger King, burning Wendy's. And I don't see a big thing like Republicans investigating and trying to connect it to the Democrats. Like, it just gets swept away. Like, they could even be cute and be like, is this connected to Hillary Clinton or Pelosi? Or is there a connection? Is there collusion? Like, Republicans are always like, well, we're better than that, Sharky. We don't do bullshit and dig up, garbage, or, we're better than that. Well, I'm like, dude, you guys had better learn to dig in the mud and roll in the dirt like Democrats do, because they're going to keep investigating us, forever. And when I say us, I don't mean me, like Clark the Shark, like I was for January 6th. I wasn't. And I think, sure, why not investigate those guys? A bunch of nutcases taking over the Capitol. But at the same time, you got to investigate the Democrat mobs burning down 7-Elevens in Minnesota, Georgia, all over the country, Portland, Seattle, or wherever, where they take over city streets. And people be like, well, Shark, that's not Democrats, it's not official. I'd be like, no, hey, Republicans, why don't you make it and just muddy, do this big muddy investigation, and, like Democrats do to Republicans. And they're like, Sharky, we're better than that. At 1-800-449-8255. And I'm like, well, you better be worse than that. How's that? And, roll in the mud with them, because they're going to keep rolling in the mud with you forever on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. Oh, I know what I'm talking about here, Republicans. So you let them investigate January 6th, but you guys don't investigate every Democrat mob leading up to 2020. In fact, it's just gone. There should be at least one federal judge or a sheriff or a cop or a Republican somewhere, like in wanting to bring it up. But you guys, you don't even bring it up. You see what I'm saying? Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255. And Republicans are like, what are you talking about, Sharky? Sound Chinese. We don't get it. And I'm like, damn well what I'm talking about. Just like when I talk about Larry David and Seinfeld at 1-800-449-8255, Sharky needs to curb his enthusiasm. You get that? And abortion, Sharky was the last of 8, so it's a personal issue to me. And people are like, Sharky, what are you talking about? Big deal. Your parents were like psycho Catholic Christians. Every time they had sex, they had a baby. I'm like, I don't care. It's still wrong. And they're like, no, you're as nutty as them, Sharkalama Ding Dong, 1-800-449-8255. In North Korea, they're like, what do you care, Sharkadoodle-doo, about North Korea? And I'm like, well, maybe Japan, South Korea, and China ought to care, maybe even Russia and the Philippines and Australia and Taiwan. You all should care about North Korea more. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show, 1-800-449-8255 from the golden, fabulous EIB Sharkerphone right here on KSFO radio, you guys. Dude, you can see the smooth delivery of Sharkadoodle-doo. If I was up against Eminem, I'd be dropping the fucking mic on him, you guys. You see how good I am. And you guys, like especially you liberals, you're like, Sharky, you're not that good. You're not like as good as Joe Rogan. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking better than Joe Rogan. I don't have to work out in a gym to prove how tough I am. Or they're like, well, Sharkadoodle-doo, you're not as funny as Howard Stern or Jim Rome. I'm like, fuck those guys. 1-800-449-8255. A Sharkadoodle-doo has a natural advantage because sort of like Jim Rome and Greg Gutfeld, I lived it. I don't know about Howard Douchebag, but, 1-800-449-8255. But who would be curious as to who builds UFOs? That would be Sharkadoodle-doo. I'm like, do the people on other planets building the UFOs that like work at McDonnell Douglas or, Boeing on another planet, are they getting paid fairly? The liberals are like, well, maybe we should go there, Sharkadoodle-doo, and start a union. And I'm like, nah, we don't need to go there and start a union. But I'm like, do these UFOs have rent that's like $5,000 a month, and they got a bunch of Democrats bringing in UFOs from another planet, and then cutting the wages so that those UFOs all pay more rent, and then you got 9 people living in one apartment on other planets? I wonder if UFOs are doing that too, right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo Show, 1-800-449-8255. And people are like, you know what, Sharkadoodle-Doo, you do got like a smooth delivery. You are pretty good. I'm like, hell yeah. Better than Hannity, better than Hush Bimbo, maybe even better than Tucker. And they're like, no, Sharkadoodle-Doo. We draw the line at Tucker, because just like Sharkadoodle-Doo, he talks about UFOs. And I'm like, well, Tucker don't ask who builds UFOs on other planets. I mean, do those alien life forms over there, do they pay people fairly on another planet? Do they only send elite UFOs to come here to Earth? I wonder, Tucker. Tucker's like, Shark, what are you getting at? Are you some kind of communist, socialist? I'm just saying, do the UFOs let people from other planets come to their planet, overpopulate them, give them a license to whatever, and live 9 UFOs in one apartment and raise the rent to $9,000 a month, so all the fucking UFOs end up homeless and living in a tent on another planet? And Tucker's like, Sharky, you're nuts. That could never happen. And I'm all, well, take a look at Venice Beach, Tucker. It's a happening right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo Show. 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone. It's not a microphone, guys. It's gold-plated, and it's not broadcasting, baby. It's sharkcasting, because when you're getting a Sharky right here on KSFO radio, and I'm talking about UFOs, I'm wondering, dude, are the UFOs smart, or are they fucking dumbass stupid like Earth? Do the UFO planets let their rent go up to where they got homeless UFOs living in a tent? You know, the guys with big eyes, you know, those guys in the backyard of Las Vegas? You go over to their planet, and do you see aliens like living in tents in another planet? Like, do they have their own version of Skid Row on another planet? And Tucker's like, you know, Sharkadoodle-Doo, I never even thought of that angle. I'm like, dude, I'm not even talking about one other planet. I'm talking about 1,000 other planets. Are there homeless UFOs? And are there people like Clark the Shark speaking into a microphone going, what the hell is going on? And there's some top UFO, and he's like, Sharkadoodle-Doo, let the free market decide. You got to learn to adapt, Sharky. You got to make $9,000 a month so you can pay $8,000 a month. I'm like, tell you what, dude, I'll make $12,000 a month so I can pay $11,000 a month. What good is it? How do I pay my taxes and pay this rent? And I'm asking you, Tucker, and you, Hannity, and you, Howard Stern, and you, Jim Rome, and you, Greg Gutfeld. You guys are all so clever at the microphone. You think you're Clark the Shark. Well, tell me, are there fair wages on other planets, or is this just a phenomenon on Earth? Do we have classes on other planets where they make fun of people like Sharkadoodle-Doo at 1-800-449-8255? You never thought about this, did you guys? You never thought about this, Tucker or Hannity or Hush Bimbo, God rest his soul. Or even you, Savage, you're such a fucking genius. Or you, Levin, you're such a fucking genius. Do the UFOs have class envy? Do the UFOs need unions? Do the UFOs... Oh, dude, how do they build their fucking UFOs? Makes you think, people. Makes you wonder. Right here on the Sharkadoodle-Doo Show, 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone. Giving you some things to think about right here on KSFO Radio today, you guys, San Francisco. See, you guys are all, fuck Shark. Guy's so dumb. Guy's a fucking idiot. But I just gave you something to think about. You know, like the Yardbirds, take a while, think about it. Do 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 do